Megadeth had just released their final album, a swan song for Dave Mustaine's long career in music. To celebrate, my friends Trevor, Jay, and I list our favorite Megadeth songs of all time right here in the Hair Band Basement.
This is the hair metal theme for the Hair Band Basement Show, where I talk about hair metal and stuff and things.
Welcome to the Hair Band Basement, and tonight got a couple of guests. It's not exactly hair metal, not even close. We're going to talk about Megadeth and our favorite Megadeth songs. And this is Trevor's second visit to the basement, right? I think it's two. It's been two?
2, 3, maybe.
Something
Who's
like that. Yeah, it's
counting?
been a while. It's been a while. And
It's been
Jay, who's now
16 years since I talked to you.
16 years. And Jay, who's now been a regular pain in the ass here in the basement for a while. But yeah, like I said,
yes.
we each got our top 10 Megadeth songs, so we're going thrash tonight. One of my favorite, if not my favorite thrash band. I'll just say that. I'll throw that out there. And I think you guys are big fans as well, so who else to do it with than you guys? All right, so I'm going to go by the order on my screen, even though it's never the same when I put it out on YouTube, so I look like an idiot. But Jay, you're going to be the first one up because clockwise, you're the first one. Go with that.
All right, that works for me. I'm starting with something off Cryptic Writings in '97. Was lead off track off that was Trust. That's my number 10.
I can see that.
Cryptic Writings to me is euthanasia, just slightly more commercial. Reason being, I had to go from just over 30 songs down to this 10. So there's some good honorable mentions. And two of those songs, actually, if you've ever seen the home video that Megadeth did for the making of Euthanasia,
I never saw that.
there was, my notes here, a song called Vortex and a song called Bullprick. They're both towards the end of Cryptic Writings. Those are leftovers from Euthanasia. You can hear them in the home video. So, to me, Cryptic Writings does have a lot of decent songs on it. Trust just happens to win out. I love the fucking riff. Nice, driving, heavy. And it's that classic lineup that did so much memorable music.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. See, all mine are in that sweet spot from like the debut to Euthanasia. That's when I was really into the band. But yeah, they had some great stuff after that time period.
yeah.
But yeah, it's a great one. That's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Yes, sir. I like Trust though too. It didn't make my list though. So spoiler alert, didn't make my list, but
Okay, all right. So go ahead, tell us what your first one is then, Trevor.
okay, so my number 10 is going to be similar to Jay as far as what people like to say is Megadeth's sellout album. Some people say Cryptic Writings, some people say Countdown to Extinction, some people say Risk. I'm going with Risk here, and I'm going with the song Crush 'Em. I love that song, man. That song is set. What you like, you can listen to that in the gym. You can listen to that at a football game. You can listen to that anywhere and you are just pumping it out. Like, yes, it's not thrash, but like that's Dave's big like arena song. You know, like it's so good. And even like WCW, Goldberg was in the music video.
I remember hearing it on wrestling way back then. And I'm thinking, what the hell did Mustaine just do? But I mean, you can't blame the guy. He ended up with a big fucking hit out of that. I mean, it's just it's not
I will say I don't hate Risk. I think if you don't look at it as a thrash album, if you just if you look at it like Motley Crue 1994, if you look at it like a standalone piece, I think it's a decent album. Like decent songwriting, decent songs. It's just not thrash.
I can agree
I'll
with
say,
that.
with any band, you get an album, you're expecting something from it. And if I'm getting a Megadeth album, I'm not expecting not thrash.
Yeah, I get it.
That's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for. I don't think it's a bad album. I'm not saying that, but it's not like I don't know. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
It
You
is the
know?
last though with the great lineup.
Yeah, the classic
Yeah,
lineup.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
with Crush
right.
'em, you still have all those elements there. Like it's not thrash, but like it's still it's just a great earworm song. Like
yeah.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
remember that song.
That's better.
And like I'm a WWF guy, so I don't necessarily remember it in WCW, but like you could go look at the music video and obviously Goldberg's in it, and you're like, because it was in that movie, wasn't it, Jay? Um, it was some sci-fi movie with Goldberg in it. Uh, it was like an alien. He has like this,
There was so many wrestling stars in movies
yeah.
back then. I lost
Fuck, you're right.
track.
You're right.
But I do want to say that you're right about that. It was in a movie also.
hmm Yeah, and I
You don't
think
know
that's
the
where the music
name?
video was like, you know how they do like RoboCop with Babylon AD. You know, like the kid goes wild. The video is like a part of the movie set or whatever.
Oh, they show
It
clips of
was
the movie in it.
yeah, like we're like hot and
Yeah,
bothered with Cinderella waiting for him.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
Or
like
You Could Be Mine, my fucking Guns
yeah,
N' Roses. Oh, they
it
always
had
just
that
do that.
same type of deal. You know,
Okay, all right. You
so
don't know
that's
the
my
name of
number
the
10 is Crush 'em.
you don't know the name of the movie?
No, I'll look it up here. I'll
Ah,
look.
fuck, I gotta find it to put the clip in now. God damn it.
Sorry,
Do your homework,
I could
folks.
give you more editing. Uh,
God damn it. Are you looking it up?
yeah. Uh, I just put Goldberg movies. I don't think that's gonna come up.
Goldberg alien movie.
A few moments later.
Bill Goldberg, the wrestler, used Megadeth's song "Crush 'Em" as a temporary entrance theme in 1999 to promote the Universal Soldier: The Return.
The only way is to blow them up and hope the pieces don't keep fighting us.
Universal Soldier, The Return.
Nope. I don't even know what that even is.
A film featuring Van Damme.
I was gonna
Dude
say
called
that. I
Van
think he was in
Damme.
the first one. Okay.
No. Been there, done that.
And the song and Megadeth performed it live on WCW's Nitro for Goldberg's big comeback after his hiatus. So
After this hiatus of his failed acting career.
yeah, to not be Stone Cold.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, only Stone
All
Cold
right.
actually made some decent fucking movies. The Condemned. Remember that movie?
No.
You gotta be in the know to know, you know? No.
No, I never seen it though.
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I ever seen a Goldberg movie. To be completely honest with you, I don't
I
think I
couldn't
did.
tell you. Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Shame.
Oh, it's so good. You can only name one. Good job, Jay. Good job.
Couldn't remember the one with Megadeth in it, Jay. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Yeah, you
Damn.
got me. Yeah.
All right, my number 10. I mean, this album is just killer. I got a few from it, but Tornado of Soul, some Rust in Peace.
That's your number 10.
That's
Damn.
my number 10. I almost didn't have it on there. When
Oh.
I get to my honorables, the one that was gonna be there, I'll say why I took it off the list. And then I was like, I gotta have this one somewhere. It's so goddamn great. And that beginning is just fucking killer. Or the whole goddamn song is just, oh man, tasty as fuck. Though I've never tasted fuck, so I couldn't tell you. Tasty
You
that
mean to
is.
tell me you've never? I'd say you've never.
You looking for the girlfriend in the room? Is what you say? This is that what you're doing?
No. I was gonna say you've never in a haze. We'll say haze. Went down on a chick after you've already.
No, I'm done. What? What?
Nah, she's cool with it, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh
It's fine.
my
No,
God,
she's
I feel
good.
sorry
She's
for your
good.
wife.
I never had to. Let me say that.
She don't talk back. Yeah, right here.
Okay. There may have been some substances that are of questionable legality involved, and this was back in the day.
Okay. All right.
I didn't know I was in sex ed right now.
We're going to be talking about the penis. We'll be talking about the vagina.
I
Yeah,
thought I was
yeah,
here for
that's
Megan.
right. Yeah. Huh. Ugh.
Well, there's sketchy shit afoot in the basement every now and then. I
That's
mean,
true.
Not in this
you've seen
basement.
Jason's posters.
I don't know what
Got
the fuck you're
spewed
talking
on him
about.
over in his corner, right?
All right, Jay, what's your number 9? Moving on from this.
Oh, my number 9, Psychotron off of Countdown to Extinction.
Ooh, that's a good one. I almost made my
I
list.
mean,
I was thinking of that one.
that I mean, it's a deep track, but that song could have been a fucking hit. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a great tune off a great fucking album of yet again that classic lineup. I think that lineup is going to make up a good portion of all of our lists because, well, it was unrivaled. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I like everything about what they did with Max Norman because I mean he came in on Rust in Peace, then he was there for Countdown, he was there for Euthanasia. It's that formula of that lineup with him behind the board. It just worked.
Yeah.
For
I
whatever
agree.
reason. Um, there's not a whole lot on any of the albums that had that recipe that I'd ever want to, not listen to, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm
That
with you
is
on
the
that.
best. That is the best album run for Megadeth, in my opinion.
Mhm. I agree.
Rust in Peace to Euthanasia. Yeah.
I mean, the
I mean,
real
that lineup was killer.
thrill
It's not, I can't deny that.
I mean, Megadeth has always been more than just thrash band. I mean, even on, Killing Is My Business, a couple songs that didn't make my top 10 because it was just a motherfucker and narrowed it down to 10. There was bits and pieces of some of those songs that certainly were not thrash metal either. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Brian, so where would you? What's your 3 span? Would it be the debut and?
I would almost add so same 3, but I might add Peace Cells to that.
So you would basically just skip So Far So
Oh
Good.
no, wait. Oh shit, I like that one too. God damn it. Fuck, maybe it's a 5-album run.
Well, all right, yeah, but we're talking
Fuck.
3 though. That's the criteria right now, Brian.
All right, 3, I have to go with the classic lineup. Yeah, I go with the classic lineup then.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because that did
the Rust to Euthanasia.
from Rust to Euthanasia, though I think Euthanasia has a lot of weak spots on it. I'll say that.
Really?
Yeah, the second half, there's a couple of tunes you're like, or even on the first half, Le Tout Le Monde, that I don't like that one. I just didn't like that one.
I don't know how you can say that, Brian.
Easily, it's my fucking show. I say what the fuck I want, assholes. How about that? How about that?
That don't mean
Yeah,
the universe can't agree with you or disagree.
I maybe I have to give it a. I don't know. I re-listened to it recently. It just
Did you like the remake with the chick, Lacuna Coil chick?
what? Wait, they remade it?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
United Abominations.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I just didn't, I just like the song.
Yeah, in
Not a fan of
parentheses,
that
it
one.
says Set Me Free.
Parentheses song. The next
Yeah,
parentheses show
yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just never that one seemed too oh, that's what I'm looking for. Almost nothing else matters as a comparable song, but it was just like I need something more
Okay.
ballsier from these guys than that. Don't
Okay.
get me wrong, there's a lot of good songs on it. I got a few on my list, but yeah, that I think that's out of those 3, that's the weakest one.
Okay.
Yeah, easily.
All right.
All right, you're number 9,
All right,
Trevor.
my number 9 is I think every diehard Megadeth fan should like this song because of it's quirky, it's reminiscent, and that's Victory on Euthanasia, the last track.
Great one. Yep, yep.
It's just awesome, dude. Like, even when I was in high school, a kid, I'm like, did he just name like all of these songs prior to this album, like that
Yeah.
he did, like that are awesome, like, and actually made a decent story out of it? Like,
Hmm.
that's just every time I listen to it now and back then, I always chuckled. Like, it always brought a smile to my face. Now, is it the greatest song? No, but it is one when I'm thinking of Megadeth and when this comes on, I'm like, fuck, this is so cool. Like awesome shit. So, and then obviously you have the classic lineup. So you know
Yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
get great shred and great technicality and just great production. So,
Yeah.
that's my number 9 is Victory.
I'm gonna say this. That's later on my list.
Oh
It,
shit,
it, it is
really?
a great album. I always like when a band does the history of themselves in a song.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
that's badass.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
All
What
right.
else?
I love the
We got one
concept of
later.
it. There's only that, and there's one other song that I've heard that kind of did, of a hard rock nature or metal or whatever, that kind of threw a bunch of song titles back at you. Now, granted, Megadeth did it on their own stuff, but Hinder did it with a bunch of other people's songs.
Yes,
Okay, all right.
It's called "Put That Record On."
that's
And
right.
I
Yep.
thought that was kind of cool. And when I first time I had heard that, I'm like, "Huh, they fucking copied Megadeth." So
Well, then you got Scatterbrain doing Down with the Ship that said, fuck the music, the song titles. We'll just play the riffs.
I wanna do what's right for me, not you.
That's all we'll do on this
Oh,
one.
okay.
They
Yeah.
did the same thing, but just with the music.
Okay.
That debut by them is a killer album. I love that
Well, I was
album.
gonna say there ain't too many bands that like do that, and let alone a good song, too. Right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Trying to think if anyone else did something like
that's the new
that.
topic.
So bands that wrote songs about themselves. Autobiographical band songs.
Well, actually, if you do like autobiographical of themselves, Dave Mustaine would Megadeth would have like 5 songs probably.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Well, I got a
talks
few.
about himself in like third person, like every other song.
I mean, I got a few songs on here that are just about himself, shit he's gone through and stuff he's done, or influenced by his actions or whatever. But yeah,
Um,
that is like I said, it's up later on my list. That's a
all
great
right.
one. That might be my favorite off the album, actually.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll get into it when I talk about it.
Okay.
All right, my number nine. I mean, it's a staple by these guys. Everyone knows it, and it's got that killer bass line open up. Peace sells with who's buying. It's a fucking great bass line, great song. And it kind of exemplifies Megadeth being more political than most thrash bands. Like that was kind of their thing, you know?
Mhm.
And it was always just like I remember the video. You had the kid sitting in front of the TV, cross-legged, just banging his head, and his dad comes to the remote. What is this? I want to watch the news. And the kid turns it back. This is the news.
What is this garbage you're watching? I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
But yeah, it's such a great tune. I mean, yeah, it's one of the more popular songs, but I'm still raising the volume on that fucking thing.
Mm.
That bass line kicks in. It's like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
well, that bass line was fucking phenomenal when MTV used it for their fucking news
Yes.
shit for how many every years. Remember that?
Mhm.
MTV News. You hear it first.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and that bass line's iconic.
Yeah.
I can't think of another bass line than thrash that's even close.
Now, I thought of this earlier today. Does Dave Ellison get enough credit as
No.
far as a bass
No.
player?
No, he doesn't.
Well,
Dude, he impressed me. Even after 20 years of listening to Megadeth, I still hear new shit that he does on these songs, and I'm like, this is just badass. Like,
Yeah.
it brings to life some of these songs, like even more to life than what they already are. And it's just, I think he's underrated for as crazy as that sounds for being in Megadeth.
But it's just like I'll say this with Metallica with Cliff Burton, Michael Anthony with Van Halen. It's like you have other people in the forefront, and
Mhm.
I mean the bassist is always forgotten. I mean, sometimes if people forget they're even in the band, but you put anyone else in those spots, it's not the same band.
I
It
agree.
doesn't have the
Right.
same sound to it, the same groove, and the same, just laying down the foundation there. It's just not the same anymore. And you're right. Ellison does deserve more credit for what he did for Megadeth.
Mhm.
well, with my list of songs, I got the paper that I got my 10 on, and I've got everything else for honorables on another page. So I'm looking at this, and of all the songs I picked, only one song did not have Dave Ellison in the band at that point,
Hmm.
which I guess I hadn't even paid attention to that until just now.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he's the forgotten guy, and I mean, obviously, Mustaine. Why Mustaine wants to forget him now? The bullshit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, trying to save himself a bunch of misery, but I would think that considering this supposedly the end of the road, that he would want the guy that was there for so many years involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
would
thought.
like to see that.
Yeah, yeah. But supposedly they met because I forgot one of them lived above the other in an apartment building.
Dave
Lived
lived
below.
above
Oh, he lived
Ellison,
above Ellison.
and I know Ellison and his roommate went and asked Mustaine to buy smokes or something, and then he slammed the fucking door in their face. They said, "Well, will you buy us some beer?" And Mustaine said, "Now we're talking." I guess he
Yeah.
went and bought the beer, and
Yep.
the rest is history.
That's how they met. Yeah. But you're right. He's been with Megadeth for almost the entirety of that band. And yeah, I can't see anyone else playing that those lines or coming up with those lines in
Yeah.
Ellison. I just can't see
To
that.
to Jay's point, my list only has one without Dave as well. So,
I don't know if I have any without him.
well, if you don't go past
Because I'm not a
euthanasia, then you
bitch.
don't. Yeah.
That's why. Because I'm not a little bitch. That's why I didn't do it.
We have range. Me and Jay have
Okay,
range
all right.
behind
Well,
us.
I'm
We'll
I'm
go with
focused
that.
like a
Range
sniper. I
sounds
hit my
good.
fucking target. All right, Jay, what's your number eight?
Um, I'm going back to Peace Cells, but not title track. I love the title track off there, but I figured one of you guys would have it. So, and it is in my honorables. But for this, I'm going with Bad Omen.
Oh,
Um,
all right.
with this song, I mean, that intro is it's a little bit eerie and it's fucking perfection in my eyes and ears. But really, it's almost like a taste of what they were gonna turn into as a band.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Because I mean, the verses are very technical from a guitar standpoint or a bass or I mean anything. It almost is what they ended up doing on Rust in Peace or something like that. Um, I just view the song as a great window as to what was about to happen, and it's a song that most people probably forget about. I mean, nobody mentions Bad Omen, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm with you on that because Peace Sells was such I think, a big jump from the debut.
It was.
Yes.
It didn't have that. I mean, it still had that pissed off punk edge to it, but it had a lot more technical ability.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Exactly. And
Yeah.
you're and
I was just gonna say a controlled chaos compared to the debut.
okay, that sounds just
Yeah,
thinking. Okay, all right. I was
Yeah.
that's a
gonna
good way
say,
to describe it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's more focused and toned down. Yeah. But you're
Mhm.
right. It is leading to where Megadeth would be as a band as well. It's that weird in between where it's like, hey, we're all pissed off. We're just trying something out here, see where it goes. To all right, we kind of got an idea what direction we're taking this fucking thing in.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. It's a great album though. But yeah, it was kind of like a gateway, the bridge between. All right, Trevor, what's your next one?
All right, so my number 8 is going to be from Countdown to Extinction, and this is my only choice from Countdown to Extinction, and it
Wow.
is Skin of My Teeth, the leadoff track. Just those drums from Nick at the beginning, it gets you amped up for the album.
I'm
Which,
gonna stop you right there for a second, Trevor, because that's my number eight as well.
oh,
I got the same one
all
at
right,
eight.
cool,
Yeah.
all right, good. And so I just feel like I probably visit this song the least though out of this 10, but when it does come on, I'm like, oh my God, like it just brings the energy, you know? It's just awesome. Nick's drumming is great on that song. And I feel like now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I want to throw this out here and see what you guys say. Is that like the most energetic song off that album?
No.
What
No.
is?
It's up
What,
there. It's on my list. I think it's
I'm
one that's
trying
a
to
little
think.
more.
What is what would be more energetic than that one?
I got it on my list, so I'm not going to say it yet because I
Okay,
got it on
all
my
right,
list.
save it then.
I'll
What,
save.
Skin
Yeah,
of
it's
my
my
teeth?
show.
Yeah.
God damn it! But that was one of the when we start saying how Dave writes songs about himself and all that. This is the one I was thinking of. His fucking problems with addiction, all the shit he's gone through. And I always like the line, "I need a ride to the morgue. That's what 911 is for." I was like, great. But yeah, you're right. That opening drum beat or riff, we're gonna call it, going right into it. Oh, it's a great tune. Such a
Mm,
great way to start off the album as well.
yeah, definitely. I because this is gonna bother me now until you do name the song. Uh, that's kind of why I don't. I love Countdown to Extinction. I think it sounds great, but I think there's a little bit of an issue with like the production is like kind of muffled on some of the songs. Like some of the songs sound a little muffled
I'd
compared to
say
like
with the rhythm section on some songs, yeah.
okay, and it
Yeah.
just feels like it kind of just stays at like one pace through a lot of the songs. And that's why I feel like that's the only song in my head, Skin on My Teeth, that comes to my mind right away, anyway, to where it's like, oh, this is where the energy's at right here, on this album.
Hmm.
So
I think it depends what kind of energy you're looking for. I think it
I'm looking for
depends.
Megadeth energy.
And it's full of that. I could say it's full of that. But like I don't think they're on my list anywhere. But like Simply Destruction
Yeah,
and
but that's not fast though.
no, it's not. That and there was another one I'm thinking of and I can't
High speed dirt.
Architecture of Aggression.
Architecture of Aggression's not fast though either. That's like a
They're not, but they got a different energy to it. That's what I'm saying.
high speed dirt though. Yes, that does have some energy, but that's at the end of the album, I think. And also it's just not that
No,
good
there's a
of a
couple of
song.
songs
The
after
second
it.
if it was a cassette, it'd be like the second song on the second.
Okay. All
I thought it
right.
was in the middle on side two.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like. I mean, it's
What's
on side
the
two.
last song on the album? What's the last
Um
I know Captive Honor is towards the end
yeah,
too.
that's the second to last, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember what was after it.
Damn.
Psychotron's near the end, but it's not the end.
Yeah.
It's a couple before the end.
I'll put it at the
I'll
bottom.
look it up. I'll look it
I
up.
gotta put it at the bottom.
Ashes in Your Mouth or something like that.
Ashes in
Oh,
your mouth. That's
yeah,
it. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's not a fast one really either. Like
No.
that's kind of where I'm at with like it's still a great album, but it's just like to your earlier point of they're trying to go more mainstream here. Like you're sellout, like you're
Yeah.
not throwing Rust and Peace at anyone's face or Peace Cells, like that kind of high energy. So yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at as far as like Skin and My Teeth. That's where the energy's at on this album.
I agree. It's a
For the
high
most
energy
part.
song. I totally agree with that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. All right. So yeah, that was my 8. So go ahead, Jay. What's your number 7?
Um, my first track off of Euthanasia, which it might be my favorite album. Hard to say,
Nice.
depends on the day. But Blood of Heroes.
Oh, okay. All right.
The verse riff of that song is fucking fire. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. I think by the point of Euthanasia, they'd been working together as a band long enough and they'd had Max involved on the production side long enough. They really hit their stride. And there are some different flavors on Euthanasia. You mentioned a Toot La Moon earlier. It's not a thrash song. It's a good fucking hard rock song is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a bit dark on the lyric side if you look at the English lyrics to the song, not French. Mm-hmm. But with Blood of Heroes, it's another album cut, which I love. That I mean, you're not gonna ever hear it on radio. but it's one of the songs that shapes that album into what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It fits that aura of the album. Like, yeah, that like you said, that riff, like, oh god, and then the way Dave sings that with that riff, like,
This is
dude,
fucking
for some way somehow I had that was not on my iPod for like 8 years, and I didn't listen to that song for like 8 years until like a couple years ago, and I'm like, where the fuck was this song at? I was very disappointed in myself, but it's a great song though, nonetheless.
Yeah, that's one of the strongest songs on that album. Definitely, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna dispute that one. All right, number 7, Trevor.
All right, so I'm going to stay on that album, and that is going to be Addicted to Chaos.
That's a good one.
I love that
song.
slow mid-tempo beat going there.
That's
Another
the thing.
one.
It's a different energy. So I'm saying they have heavy shit, but it's not speed fucking thrashy. It's
Yeah, but
just a grind. It's a grind and it fucking kills.
yeah, but
It's a slow grind and just it's a good one.
but there's more on that album that's faster than on Countdown, I think. Like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah.
because like I couldn't really choose between Reckoning Day or Addicted to Chaos.
Mhm.
That's a great 1-2 punch there, like for that album.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, but Addicted to Chaos there, like I love that mid tempo. Dave has like some emotion in singing that song as well. And obviously, you're talking about the guitar solos. Like, I don't need to say that about every single song. Megadeth is
No,
during this
no.
era. That's a given. So it's to be expected. So, but nonetheless, though, it is probably one of my favorite songs off that album. And I do love that album a lot too, Jay. It's certainly underrated, especially in such a great era of Megadeth as well.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, I find myself visiting this song, probably more than a lot of the other ones though on that album. So that's why I have it here at number 7.
I remember them doing Reckoning Day. I think it was on David Letterman's show.
Our next guests are one of the biggest names in heavy metal. They told me that if anything goes wrong with tonight's appearance, they'll kill me. Their brand new CD entitled Euthanasia is a headbanger's delight. Do me a favor, folks. Here they are, Megadeth.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really? Megadeth is on a fucking late night show? Like, holy shit.
Before a Toodly Mon took off, I guess.
Wasn't Reckoning Day the first single off that album?
I would imagine so, yeah.
I think that's what they were on. I think the album just came out.
Train of Consequences was the first one.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that's another one that I could have
Yeah.
chose off this album. Like, dude,
That's
that
a good
that
one.
riff on Train of Consequence, god damn, like that grabs your attention right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I say I think the first side is stronger than the second.
Probably,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I think
we're splitting hairs here.
side,
Okay,
the
fair
second
enough.
side to me has more darker content on it, like with Family Tree.
Yes.
Yes, it does. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Title track.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing with that album where you're right, it's got darker content, and at the end they're singing about themselves, throwing out album, song titles. That's what's so different about
Yeah.
that.
That is a great song, but if you want to compare it to everything else on it, it's technically a little out of place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
another point I want to bring up real quick about Euthanasia is 1994, and they're releasing something this good and
Yeah.
not really changing who they are. Like, I mean, a lot of these songs sound like they could have been on Countdown or even, Rust in Peace to an extent. Nothing out in left field like you would see on the next 2 albums that they
Yeah.
release. So I think that's another thing to give this Euthanasia props for 1994. This is awesome. Easily probably the best album in 1994 in the metal. Certainly the hair metal, and not that this is hair metal, but like as a hair metal fan or just a normal metal fan, you're kind of like fucked in 1994.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Yeah.
wow, this is actually really, really cool.
All right, so was it my 7 that we're at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm the first one to have anything off of this album. I went with the The track Set the World Afire from So Far So Good So What. Fucking I remember that was my first Megadeth album. And it's got that weird instrumental, and then you got the guy like it's like you listen to the radio in 1938, and all of a sudden you hear that bomb go off, goes
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
Into the Lungs of Hell, right?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. And then it's just like, oh, I remember being like, God damn, this is good. And yeah, it's kind of like your thrash staple lyrically, Nuclear Armageddon. A lot of bands have done it. But I always like the line, unknown tools of World War III. Einstein said we'll use rocks on the other side. I remember as a kid going, shit, these guys like they're using shit that you wouldn't think a thrash musician would get into. They're quoting Albert Einstein on
Yeah.
science and shit. I was like, damn, these guys are something different than most of what's out there. So yeah, I still like that one. That is a killer tune.
Well, there's that old adage that most musicians that are good at their craft, whether they all admit it or not, were basically a nerd, a geek, whatever, when they were younger. That's how they got so good at their instrument. They had locked themselves up or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
with their guitar, their drums, or their bass. And a lot of them are far more intelligent than they may even
Get credit for
be.
it. 100%. I mean, Steve
Uh,
Harris writes all the lyrics for almost all the lyrics for Iron Maiden, and their songs are fucking packed with historical references and themes. And Neil Peart of Rush wrote all their lyrics and all his. After a show, he'd go back to his hotel room and read books.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
right. If you
But
wanted to
that's what he
think of it
did. That's what
this
he was
way,
into.
it would explain some of the dislike back then or hatred between thrash guys and the hair bands.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the thrash guys wrote real music and they had substance to some, if not all, of their lyrics.
Hmm.
And here's somebody singing about fucking some bitch or whatever, that becomes a hit, and their masterpiece is like by
Yeah.
five guys popping their zits and beating off in a basement, right?
And you're
You can
right. How many political songs were done by hair bands? Like, there's not many. I can't think of a
well,
lot.
if you want to count Queensryche as a hair band, you could throw them in. But
They
that's
had some
that
stuff. I
back
mean,
then. That was a stretch to throw them in that same
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Jailhouse had a couple on that EP.
Jailhouse had Land of Today. Land of Today
Yeah.
was
Hey,
one. I was
but I
thinking
mean,
that one.
you could argue those songs though, like, aren't that good to begin with.
I like Land of Today. I
It's
don't mind that.
fine. It's fine, but it's not the first two songs I'm going to on that album or that EP. So like, I
What's the other one when they talk about dropping the bomb? Fuck, it's the
uh
last one.
yeah, it's the slow acoustic one, right?
Yes, it's the studio
Yeah.
version. It's a studio song. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember the
I don't
name,
remember
but I
either.
know I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah, like it's something Believe or I forget what it is, but I'll put it on the bottom. But like that band, they released that EP and it says in the back, all proceeds go to like some foundation for runaway teens. I remember being a kid going, you're not like you're making millions, no one knows who you are. Why are you giving up all the money you might make off of this?
$100, maybe.
Maybe, but still, if you're a starving musician, how many ramen noodles $100 can get you?
Yeah, yeah.
But they never really did anything, especially around that time. That came out what in '89? I couldn't even tell you when their first actual album came out, like years later.
Yeah.
They just never went anywhere.
I guess it depends though what you consider political to mature, because you could say Something to Believe In has political content in it, but it's not a political song though.
That's
It's
what
just
I'm
more about
saying.
life, kind of, like
Yeah, yeah. It's not focused on like something specific. What was it? South Gang had Russian Roulette, which was about AIDS. So like maybe
or
that,
like Burning
but
Like a Flame from Dokken, about
yeah.
AIDS. Or no, wait, yeah, that's the one
No.
that's about AIDS, right?
Is it?
Yeah, Burning Like a Flame.
I never heard of that.
It's on Back for the Attack.
Yeah, I know the
Oh,
song. I know the
oh, oh,
song.
okay.
I never heard it was about
Oh,
AIDS.
okay. Yeah,
Now I have to
yeah.
re-listen to it and
Yeah.
reevaluate those lyrics.
Yeah, yeah,
Burning Like a
definitely.
Flame seems more like to
Because
be
it was
about
right after
gonorrhea.
Freddie died. He wrote that.
Freddie didn't die in 87. Freddie died like
92.
91, 91, 92, 92.
He
So
wrote
that's
about
5
somebody that had
years.
AIDS though. Or wait, when did Freddie come out and say that he had AIDS? It might not have been when he died, but like when he came out and said, "Oh,
Shit,
I have AIDS," and
I
like,
have
yeah,
no idea. I have no idea.
all right, check it out then, Brad. Yeah.
I'll put it, I'll re-listen to it with an AIDS state of mind. Let's see what the song's about. Oh my God. All right, Jay, you're number 6. Damn this cough.
Oh, it's getting into the 2010s here. Um, Deadly Nightshade off 13.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, God, it's not thrash, but it is fucking hellaciously
You
good
guys are
metal.
a thrash band, you're all picking the non-thrash songs.
Well,
Fuck.
to me, Megadeth's always, I mean, they are one of the big four, yes, but
Yeah, definitely.
they, I mean, you can pick any band. I mean, whether a thrash band, a hair band, whatever. There's always more than one side of them, and it's a question how much we get to see of that other side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've discussed Cinderella, Heartbreak Station. We saw blues, but
Mhm.
I mean, with Megadeth, we see more of the hard rock stuff the further they went on. Is that by design selling out? At the point of 2011, I don't think so. If this would have
Yeah.
been mid 90s, I would have said yeah. But I mean, you can only play all that fast shit for so long before you run out of things to say.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave was very good about still having things to say, even if it wasn't at 200 beats a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that goes to your point there, like why I really like Super Collider, the album. Like I remember when that album came out, people gave him so much shit for it, and I'm like, I like this song. The title track was
Yeah.
the single and music video, but like I like the album though too. Like people gave that so much shit, and I'm like, this isn't Risk. This isn't even Cryptic Writings. Like this is good and pretty heavy. Now, yes, you could argue it might be more of a mainstream heavy metal rock at the time, like 2017 or whatever it was, a little earlier. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get to your point why that's such a big deal. Now, yes, if you're
Well,
13 still, then yeah, that is a big deal. Yeah, like that you sold
Yeah.
out.
See, I
But
think this part of it is that people that had been fans of the band, like say since the beginning, they want that fucking thrash Megadeth that they grew up on. And at that point, there's been a few albums where it's like we haven't gotten that. We want that, and we still haven't gotten it. And
right,
people just get all
but
pissy about it.
here's a good question: a band that's been around as long as Megadeth and has that type of a catalog. Some of their stuff from we'll say late 90s until the album 13, because that's where they kind of started picking it back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Those albums in between there's some bright spots that are heavy, but would most of those albums fared far better to be billed as a Dave Mustaine solo project or a different name band as opposed to Megadeth. I mean, remember, when they disbanded and then they came back after Dave's issues when Ellefson was no longer in the band. That was supposed to be considered a Dave Mustaine solo album, but got branded as Megadeth.
Yeah, I'm sure the record labels or whoever was like, people know the name Megadeth. Let's put the name on there, and it's going to sell
The
some
same
copies.
thing in the 80s where Love is for Suckers was
Yeah.
supposed to be a D. Snyder solo album, and
Yep.
it ended up being billed as Twisted Sister.
I'm
and
sure
all the
Name
Wasp
recognition means a
albums.
of the
lot,
Wasp albums, yeah.
but would have Mustaine gotten fried so badly for some of those albums if it wouldn't have been called Megadeth?
Yeah. Same with Molly Crew 94. That could have
Mhm.
been named another band. You have a different vocalist, why not? But then no one's gonna know who the fuck these people are. Formerly of Motley Crue, you already know people gonna be like, fuck that, I want to hear Motley Crue.
Yeah.
You put the and they got the name recognition, put it on the album, sell it as such, and I know a lot of these albums got sales just because the name of the band was on there.
Hmm.
And then people listen to it and either love it, hate it, complain about it, whatever, because it's not what they're supposed to be, or it's better than what they were, or it's something different like New Direction, whatever. But it's the name on that at the time CD that got you to buy that album, and I think that's what they went with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, where we at? You're six, Trevor.
6. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So, like Jay, I'm going to go modern here. Well, I guess technically it might be 20 years old now, but so
21st
modern.
century.
Yeah,
You go
modern.
21st century.
And that is going to be Washington is Next from the album United Abominations.
Oh my God, I forgot about that
I
one.
fucking love that
Wow.
album. That's probably my favorite modern album of Megadeth. Like I love every song could have been on this list. Like I could just put United Abominations album at number 8. Like I love this album. Like it's awesome. Washington is Next though is the one that I can distinctly go back and remember the place where I was in high school and listen to that song. Like because there was a little time where I was really like Christ-like, like or like really digging deep in, like going down that rabbit hole. And like Washington, like Megadeth was starting to preach, kind of like he was like born again at that
Yeah.
time as
Yep.
well.
Yep. Yep.
Like, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. Like thrash, like I don't have to listen to fucking Hell Awaits anymore. I can listen to like Christian Megadeth here, and
Christian Megadeth. That's hilarious.
and then
Oh,
so
I
like
can see the
Washington,
picture I'm gonna make now.
and it's awesome because like he's talking about like revelations in the song and saying Washington is like the mark of the is going to be like the mark of the beast and stuff like that. Like, and he did that in other albums as well, previous and future at this point.
Mhm.
But like that song and it's just great solos all up and down that song right from the start. It hits you with a solo, like absolutely awesome. But just that whole fucking album is awesome. I if no one hasn't heard that album or hasn't listened to it recently, I strongly recommend
That'd be
giving
me.
it
I gotta
a yeah.
revisit
I
it.
so well, Brian, I strongly recommend that you
Gotta
give it.
revisit it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is awesome. Even the
I got
singles
I
are
got
still
something
strong.
from that album later on in my honorables. So
Okay,
All
all
right,
right,
stop
good.
bragging.
Yeah, good. And Jay, to your point, I think my favorite era of the modern Megadeth is that 2001 to United Abominations. Like, I absolutely love The World Needs a Hero. The uh, You Blackmail the Universe. That was my first Megadeth album I ever bought. I still listen to that bad bitch. Like that's all. That's an awesome album for what it is. It's not thrash. No, it's not. But it's heavy. And 2005, that's badass, man. Like, I, all right. That's my piece on Washington is Next. And then that came out in 2007, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Night Abomination. So,
Hmm.
great album, great song. Like, if someone never heard that before, that's the song I'm gonna give to them probably, and be like, "This is what this album's about," and awesome shit. So that is my number what 6?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Well, my number six, you already mentioned it, Victory from Euthanasia.
Yeah.
You gotta love the history of the band kind of song, but they do it with the song titles, which is just great. I always like the line, the opening line. One day I started telling everyone that killing is my business, and I was hung like a martyr. Fucking great. So that's probably my favorite song off the album.
Yeah.
Like we said before, it does seem a little out of place after such a dark side too. But yeah, it's just fantastic. That's what I want from my Megadeth, especially at that point. It's like, all right, they got some old school roots going on with this one. And I think
Mhm.
that's done intentionally.
Yeah. They
Like,
they know where they came from, kind of.
but that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's the history. It's right. It's the history of the band. We're going through what we went through, and we're gonna bring it back to the old school thrash sound. Because yeah, that it's just it's them doing Megadeth from 5 years previously. So
And then
yeah,
what's he say to that song? He lost his mind in Hangar 18 or something.
yeah,
Like, it's just awesome. Like it's
yeah,
just really well written for the material, like for obviously having so much song titles to work with, like
exactly, yeah.
so, uh,
Lucretia says,
yeah, yeah,
not even close. Oh, it's
yeah.
so great to what I've done. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, that's again my favorite off that album. All right, Jay, what's your number five? Shit, we're on five. All right.
Well, number five would be one. Megadeth had a lot of movie soundtrack songs. This would be one of them. They bundled a bunch of shit together on an album called Head and Treasures. So coming in off
Ooh,
that, Angry Again.
Great. That's a great tune.
yeah,
I
That
totally
is,
forgot about their soundtrack stuff.
yeah, me
they
too.
have,
I
Yeah.
they had another one that appeared on this album. That's in my honorables later.
Me
But
too.
they did. I mean, they had some real good one-off shit that went on soundtracks. Everything from they had stuff on Shocker, Super Mario Brothers, Last Action Hero, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I mean, they kind
That
of
was
ran
supposed
it.
to be
They
the
kind
name
of
of the
hosed.
movie. The name of the
Yeah, they
movie
were
was
gonna
supposed to
be.
be Bill
Yeah,
and Ted's Go to Hell, and he
Yeah,
made the song, and they said we're changing the title. He was so pissed. He was like, "You fuckers!"
that's
I was,
a that would be my pick. I think off that EP is Go to Hell. That
that's
would
a
great.
great tune.
I
That's a
think I
Yeah.
would
great
take
tune.
that.
Well,
I
All
saw.
you love it because of that fucking bass line too.
Yeah,
yes,
but I also
yes.
like the line, "I saw my funeral. I know who didn't show up to mourn." Like he's dead, and he's still pissed at people back on Earth for not
Yeah,
crying
and a
for him. It's so
black goat
good.
is looking at him with
Yeah,
six
that's
six six
right.
between his horns. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yep.
God, like,
And it's
yeah,
so good.
that is.
Angry Again's a great tune too. I thought that was the one on Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah,
I might
because
have to change my list here.
I know. I was like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, fuck.
uh,
Again, I didn't look at the soundtrack songs. Like,
yeah,
that's a mistake on my part.
I'm
But
right
yeah,
there with you.
that's a great tune. That's a great tune, especially in the movie when it's the opening song to the movie, the fake movie, whatever the fuck the movie name was. What was Arnold Schwarzenegger's character?
Fuck, I don't remember. I know
Sergeant
exactly what
Jack
you're
Me
talking
Off or
about, but I
something.
sat
I
there.
don't know
I
what
don't
it
remember what
was.
the name of it was.
But it starts off with that riff, and it has his name on the screen and busts through and all. Yeah, it's fucking kick ass. It's a great tune. Damn it, I should have had it on my list. Oh well.
Diadems is good on that too. Like,
Yeah.
different but good. Like that whole EP is actually pretty good.
What's
My
your
number five.
five? Yeah,
Yeah.
Trevor, your number
You did
five.
mention it just a couple minutes ago, and that's going to be Lucretia. Like, I, God, this is awesome. This soloing on this song rivals Tornado of Souls back and forth soloing between Marty and Dave.
Hmm.
Like, those are the two best solos on the record, probably. Which is I don't know how you could really distinguish between all those songs, like and how great each one of those solos are. But
Yeah.
those are the two though that really stick in my head. I'm like, fuck, which one are these go back and forth is better, on both those songs. But I love that like laugh at the beginning.
Yes, that creepy laugh. Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's just awesome. You talk about going up to the attic to Granny's rocking chair. Like, what the fuck are we
It's
talking? Are
just
we?
creepy
Is Dave
shit.
Mustaine becoming King Diamond? Like, what's going on here?
That's right. Just total creepy shit.
Yeah, and here we go again. Dave's talking in the third person to himself. Hey,
Yep.
all my friends say Dave, you're mental anyway. Like, yeah.
Hey, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's a great tune.
Oh God, yeah, it's a well, and back in high school, I had the middle school, high school, I had a lizard, and I called it Lucretia. So there's a little connection there with that song with me then too. So like, yeah, it's just a great song there nonetheless. It's right up there. It's one that doesn't really get talked about too much when you're talking about Rust in Peace, which I
Yeah.
understand because like every track is pretty great.
Hmm.
It's probably the best thrash album ever, but
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Lucretia, my number 5, just a great song, just a great deep cut.
That is a good one. That really is a good one. I forgot how good that one was. All right, my number 5, again, off So Far So Good So What? It's the closing track, Hook and Mouth. If you want Megadeth to talk about fucking freedom of speech and the government trying to put labels on goddamn albums, that's the song they would write. That's the song Dave would come up with. And I always liked that was the jaws will part and the words fall out like a fish with hook and mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so goddamn good. Rewrites every story, every poem that ever was, and he's angry about it. It's just again classic Dave, early years of Megadeth pissed offness, and I was that's one of my favorites off that album. I always liked that one.
Uh, I'm gonna say something here that probably a lot of people ain't gonna like. I don't like that album.
Boo this man! I've heard people say
I
that. I
don't like
get
that
it.
album.
I
Like,
get it.
now over the years it has gotten better for me, but I still don't visit it. Like, I don't.
Well,
I feel like they took. Okay, you're at the debut. You took 5 steps forward with Peace Cells, and then you took 4 steps back with So Far So Good So What. You
I
know.
like the album, but I think it's out of place in a way
Yeah.
because of the lineup change.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
gonna
Yeah.
say that they changed lineups
And
on
the
that one.
production. The production
Yeah,
too.
yeah, the production is not what it was on Peace Cells, and it damn sure ain't what it was on Rust in Peace.
No.
no, but I also think the weaker songs are noticeably way weaker.
Yeah.
Like Liar is like, it's okay. You
Mary
know,
Jane,
Mary Jane is kind of just there.
502. 502 is probably the worst track.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, it's my least favorite off that album. But it's got some strong ones, and that's the thing. See, for me, that was my first Megadeth album.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like, yeah, it's got, it may be a fan, so it's kind of in a special place in my heart kind of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
there are some where I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna skip this one. Not so. You're right. The production kind of did take a step back. I don't know how they managed to do that, but yeah.
Becoming addicts. Becoming.
That would be part of it, yes. I think yeah, that's my last one off the album, so, or at
Okay.
least on my list, so yeah. But that's my number 5. All right, your number 4, Jay.
You had this one earlier. Uh, Tornado of Souls.
Fuck
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
Such a great
Um,
goddamn song.
Back then, everybody was always about a Hangar 18 or whatever.
That might be one of my least favorite songs off the album.
Yeah, I love Hangar 18, but
It's a good song, yeah.
yeah, but Tornado of Souls had that. I mean, it had a little bit of fucking groove to it for being a
Yes.
thrash song.
Mm.
Yes.
And it made it, I mean, just, kind of do the chorus music to yourself. I mean, it had that, a couple little double stops there. It made it really cool.
Yeah.
A little different from what they were doing back then with everything else, also.
Yeah, you're right, and it does kind of stand out on the other songs on the album.
I feel like the solo is very melodic too.
I would agree with
I'm
that.
with you on that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what really makes it stand out, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's also another one of those songs where, before, where Bad Omen was like a window into what they would become, in a way, Tornado of Souls also was. That was more in line with what they would end up doing on Countdown or on Euthanasia.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of showed that they were more than just a thrash band, or at least could do
Right.
more than just fast and speed.
They were showing off that they were a technical band now.
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, too. Yeah. Okay.
I agree with you on that. All right, you're number 4? Shit, 4, yeah. You're number 4,
Okay.
Trevor.
I know we just talked about this shitty album, and we're gonna talk about it again. But I do love this song, though, "In My Darkest Hour."
That's a good song.
It
That
is
is a good song, yeah.
It is, and that's literally the only reason why I bought this album initially when I was a teenager, because I was like,
Really?
I do not like any. I was so disappointed when I bought this album because I knew of "In My Darkest Hour," and that's what made me get it. But I was so disappointed first half of my life. Brian,
First
first half of
half
my
of
life,
your
I was
life.
disappointed with this.
Were you 4 listening to fucking Liar and getting
Well,
upset?
12 years old. 12 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm well, because like I had Peace Cells and Rest in Peace by that point, and like all the other ones.
Yeah.
And
I get that.
you
That's
know
a tough.
when you had all the other ones kind of first, and then
Yeah.
you go to this, and it's like, oh Christ, like oh no, like I
That's a
swallowed a
rough.
lot of bullets with, Killing Is My Business, and that has not aged well for me either.
Not me either. No.
I liked it a lot when I was young, but I was, thrashy when I was young. So, but either way, In My Darkest Hour is a great. It's like a mixture of like a ballad and a thrash song.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
I love ballads and I like thrash. So that's a great mixture. And I actually think thrash bands do pretty good ballads when they want to.
Oh, they can. Oh, hell yeah, they can.
Testament has plenty of good ballad type stuff. Even Metallica, good Metallica, the early era stuff. Even like
What's the one off of going back to Sound of White Noise by Anthrax? Black Lodge. That's a great fucking song.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's really when you want to find a good ballad for in thrash, you can find it. That's no secret, Now to
Yeah.
your normal casual metal fan, yeah, oh yeah, ballads, oh yeah, fuck ballads, but I thrash does some ballads, especially there in that early '90s era, late '80s, early '90s era.
Mhm.
So
I remember Testament got fucking fried for doing a ballad.
the Legacy
Of course, of
the
course.
Ritual, or not the Ritual, not was it the Ritual? No, Return to Serenity. Fucking dude, that song is awesome. Return to Serenity, off of the Ritual, and dude, that's probably one of the best thrash ballads there is. Return to Serenity, awesome. Uh, and obviously here in My Darkest Hour. So, but yeah, that's the only thing I really can listen to off this album anymore.
What the fuck?
Really?
Not much I can get back. Like I will pick up Mary Jane, maybe. I will pick up Hook and Mouth as one that kind of aged okay
like that
for
one.
me. But my God, like I'm just even trying to figure out what we even just talked about with that album, these titles. Like I'm just not there with I think of the classic era from like before 2000, that's probably the weakest album in my opinion, quite honestly.
Ooh.
Uh,
I think
I'm sorry,
the
Brian, but
debut
that's
is. I go with the debut.
yeah, but at least I can remember like Chosen One's Mechanics, Looking Down the Cross,
They're decent
title
songs. I'm not saying it's
tracks.
bad, but I don't know. I think I like this one better than the.
They're like this, Brian. They
Yeah,
are like
it is an odd album where it's almost see you're in a situation where you already know the
yeah,
albums after it and then went back and listened to this. I get why you would hear this and be like, "Ugh, what the fuck?" For
yeah,
me, it was the opposite. Like this was my first Megadeth album, so I'm going from this to the next album is Rust in Peace. So there's a huge step
right.
up on between those two. But yeah, I get it. I get it.
Also, too, it's not even a cool version of Vic on the album cover,
It's blurry for some fucking reason. Like
and it's real
why?
life Vic. Like
It's
I don't know if I want a real life Vic.
but it's also like so far so good. So what? Yeah, it's a blurry photograph with a guy in a Vic mask for some reason with a gun,
A
and a
flamethrower,
rifle,
I
and
think it is.
bandolier bullets. Like what the shit? Yeah, that album cover is terrible. That is a
I
bad
think
one.
they just bought into the title of it too much.
Mhm.
So far so good.
Yeah,
Fuck
here,
it.
Oh
take this.
what?
Yeah, take this.
I do think it's a great album title though. But
Well,
yeah,
it's definitely fitting when you think of the production, the artwork,
The
some of the
Addictions.
songs.
the addictions, that's the big thing. Yeah, yeah. All right, my number 4. This is the all right. What were we saying about high speed dirt, the high energy, whatever the fuck?
Yeah,
That what it
yeah,
was?
yeah.
This is the song I was thinking of, and you said before, Jay, high speed dirt. That's got an energy to it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's about skydiving. They wanted to kind of convey that through the actual music. But the part I really like is towards the end when they have the rest and oh shit, what the fuck's his name?
Marty.
Marty plays like that jazz lick.
Yeah, dun, 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 dun.
It goes
Yeah,
back
yeah.
into chicken, speed dirt.
That is cool.
That's just so tasty. I remember back in the day, a friend of mine, he played guitar. We've been in a couple of bands, and he was just like he wasn't into thrash. But I remember hearing I was playing that in my car, and he heard that, and he was like, "That's fucking tasty. Who is this?" I'm like, it's Megadeth." I said, "Get the fuck out of here, really?" He was just shocked because he wasn't a big thrash guy. But yeah, even at the end of the song, when you hear him scream, and then you hear the body hitting the
Yeah,
earth and it's a splatter. But yeah, that's one of my favorites off that album. But yeah, like I said, that has some energy to it,
yeah.
and it
Yeah,
needs to because of the topic.
I'm surprised that's as high as it is for you.
I
But
like that one. It's one of my favorites
yeah,
off the
okay.
album.
All right. It took me a while to get into that song, I must
Hmm.
admit. So, but I do like it though. But yeah, like you said, Marty, that's what's awesome about like Megadeth during this era is Marty. Like that's a big like as all great as all four of them are. Marty brought that. Hey, we're not just doing thrash, guys. We're
He
better than
elevated the
this.
musicianship of the band. That's what I think
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. He brought a lot of different sounds, and I think that's why also to a lesser extent Testament stands the test of time when you're talking about thrash bands as well
Hmm.
because they had that jazz
Oh,
upbringing.
Skolnick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had
yep.
that too, and they brought, and that's why they seem a little different than your average thrash band. You know.
But I also think with that, the rest of the band, them and Megadeth, the rest of the band were able to step it up with, in this case, with Friedman, just be
Yeah.
able to do it. If you had a band that wasn't like,
Oh
no,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
we can't do this, I don't think Megadeth would have been what it became because of that.
yeah. Marty wouldn't even try it out for you if that was the case.
That's true. That's
Okay,
true.
look, and thinking of that, what about the flip side? Remember the old folklore that just happened to be true, where Dimebag Darrell was offered that spot before Marty Friedman,
Mm.
and the only reason Dime turned it down was because Nick Menza was already behind the kit, and he couldn't bring Vinnie Paul with him.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. Wow.
So
I don't.
try to picture a Megadeth where Marty Friedman did not enter the picture. Picture Rust in Peace with
I don't,
Dimebag.
I kind of don't want to.
yeah, I don't know if that would work.
I
Yeah.
don't know how it would have worked, but
I can't
I'm
see
glad it
him.
never came to fruition. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the Pantera that we ended up with.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I think I told this story before at some point. I don't remember where, but I my brother used to be like the fuck, what was the title at the high school radio station? He was like the program director or some bullshit. So he used to get all this kind of stuff sent to the house, demo tapes and singles and promotional copies, all this shit. Because a goddamn record company's not going to be worried about is this what this radio station's about. Get the shit out there and play it.
Hmm.
But I remember I was summer break at college. I'm at work, and my brother calls me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna Marty Friedman's calling the house. We're gonna interview him for the radio station. I can't remember ever hearing the station play music or anyone and anything, but I was like, that's cool. All right, that's pretty cool. And about 20 minutes or so later, he calls me back and says, I'm not going to be here to take the call. You want to interview him? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll talk to Marty Friedman. Why not? And then he calls. I have like maybe three questions thinking, oh, I'll make it like an interview. So what are you working on? What are your influences? The same bullshit stuff. And then I had nothing after that. I was like, shit. I was on the phone with him for like another half hour after those questions, just bullshitting about music. Totally cool dude. He's like, all right, you take care. I think that's when they're working on Countdown to Extinction.
Ah,
It
okay.
was in between those two albums. And yeah, yeah, like we said before, the guy completely changed what Megadeth was and the direction they were going into. That classic lineup. That's what it was,
Hmm.
and it just became
Hmm.
all kick ass. But again, yeah, high speed dirt with that one taste little lick. I can't think of Megadeth doing anything like that in any other goddamn song. I really can't. All right, Jay, what's your number three?
Uh, get a little closer to current age. Post American World off Dystopia.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Hmm.
Uh, that album, I would call it as close of a return to form to that classic lineup and classic sound that people expect to hear from Megadeth to a point.
Hmm.
Um, that song to me could have easily fit on Countdown to Extinction. Um, it's even got the same tonal qualities on that
Mm-hmm.
album, rhythm wise, that Countdown does if you take a close listen to it. I mean, you'd swear it was Max Norman and that classic lineup, but it's not. Um, Kiko was, I mean, aside from Marty Friedman, he's the best player. And this is not a knock to Chris Broderick or anybody else that's played guitar with Megadeth, but Kiko was a step above everybody but Marty. A very short window, you know,
Mm-hmm.
he was in the band.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I do agree with you. Like, I think uh Dystopia is as close as you're gonna get to Rust in Peace from a modern Megadeth record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this album, Dystopia, has gotten better for me over time. I always liked it, but like it did sound even at the time when it came out. I'm like, oh fuck, he's trying to go back to Rust in Peace, which is cool,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
cool. But like,
Yeah.
it's not Rust in Peace, obviously. But it is heavy. It is the closest thing you're probably ever gonna get to Rust in Peace in the modern era, and take it or leave it. Like it is what it is. So, but yeah,
Well,
I mean,
that was
there's great
this.
stuff on there.
That was the same thing that Metallica got with was it Death Magnetic,
Ah,
where they tried to go back to the old thrashier ways, and then fans have been saying, "Oh, they sold out. They got it was better than the old." And they tried it, and they got pissed that they're trying too hard to be like the old Metallica. It's like, fuck, they can't win. You just can't win. I don't think it's that great of an
at a
album.
certain point, if you're a musician, unless you do the exact same album 5 million times over, kind of like ACDC,
Yes.
you're not gonna fucking win. And
hmm
even then, people are still gonna complain. Can't these guys do anything different? Well, then if you do something different, they get bitched about that.
yeah.
Well,
It's a
that's like
no
the
win situation.
Yeah, that's like the famous story where someone said to Angus Young, "Oh, you only put out the same album 11 times." It's like, "No, you're wrong. It was 12." Like, it's like, but it works. It's AC/DC. If
hmm
AC/DC all of a sudden decide to do a jazz fusion album, we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
People would revolt.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And I'm even surprised people didn't talk more shit about the song on the newest album. Uh, what's that? Mist of Time or something. It's like a ballad. It's like AC/DC tried to do a ballad.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't really care for that song, but I kind of appreciate like them trying something different, I guess. But like, I kind of feel like that's like, to your point, Jay, of what like. I feel like people would have like
Lost their
slaughtered that
shit.
song. But like, I don't know if people liked it, maybe, or maybe just a lot of people didn't listen to it. I don't know.
I think it probably flew far enough under the radar where
Yeah.
most people they didn't probably
Yeah.
haven't even fucking heard it.
Well, I will say that newest AC/DC album is fucking awesome. Like, for a modern AC/DC album, that's probably the best one, in my opinion.
Hmm.
What is it? Power Up, I think. Power Up is the one that came out during COVID. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was super impressed with that album. But
Mhm.
But yeah, we're talking about Megadeth. Sorry. Yeah.
That's right. What are you doing? All right,
Uh,
where we at?
I
It's
think
you,
I got
Trevor?
three.
Yep.
Okay. All right, my number three is going to be On Peace Cells. Great album. I could probably put that whole album here at number three, quite honestly. But I just went with Wake Up Dead.
Oh, you motherfucker. That's my number three.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, it is. Holy shit.
Well, okay, so we could do it. We could tag team this again
Yeah,
then.
stay
So,
apart. You go first. You're
all
leading
right.
off this.
I remember that one of the first songs I ever probably heard of Megadeth. Once I started digging into the catalog, man, I was like, "What the fuck is this riff and this beat?" Especially like not even getting to Dave's lyrics, like, "Oh, I just snuck in and hope my wife
Oh,
doesn't
I
kill
sneak
me
in
and
my
shit."
own house. It's
Yeah,
4 in the
yeah.
morning. I
And I'm
love
like,
it.
"What the
I've been
fuck is
drinking
going
all night.
on?" But
I like
after
when
he said,
if I wake her, I will wake up
yeah,
dead.
but
That's
then
so
after he
great.
says that though, it's like the song starts again and it get dun 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 dun.
That's at
Like
the end. That's so yeah, the end they have
yeah,
that
well,
change. Yeah.
it's like awesome. There's different shit throughout that song, but it's only like a 3.5 minutes. It's quick,
Yeah. It's not
but
that
it's like
long.
there's so much shit going on, but so many great riffs too. Like awesome and fun lyrics there too. Cool music video. People are trying to climb into the fence, So like,
Sure.
yeah, I don't know what's
Sure,
going
why
on, but
not?
it's crazy. But pretty cool. I remember that a lot in high school.
I remember getting that. I got that album after I got So Far So Good So What. It's a lead off track.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like dancing and I sneak in my own house. And you're like, oh fuck yeah, this is cool. But yeah, at the end when it changes and goes dan 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 dan, dan, it's like holy shit, it's just awesome. Like it's almost like a different song.
And the
It,
solo is really good as well. It does
yeah.
that like it goes up and like it goes high and goes low. Like, oh god, yeah. It that This is actually, I said that about one of the previous songs here. I actually, out of my own free will, I don't necessarily go to this song as much. I just way overplayed it when I was younger.
Okay,
But like when
yeah.
it comes on though, oh yeah, it's going down. It's going down hardcore right
It
now.
might be my favorite song off the album.
Oh
It,
man, like I said, I could probably give you four that I listen to about the same.
okay.
Like, but like
I didn't say it was your favorite song off the album.
but I'm kind of agreeing with you. I'm a quarter of the way there with you.
Okay, all right.
Like
It's
it's just
compromise.
yeah, it's just when I was making this list, like I'm like, fuck, that's hitting me really hard now. Like
Yeah,
it has to go in here. So, but yeah, number three for us, Wake Up Dead.
great one. I love that tune. All right, Jay, what's your number two? Hold
My
on.
number two is off of Euthanasia, Elysian Fields.
That's a
Yes.
good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, I don't know why they didn't release it as a single, or if they did, I don't remember them
I
doing
don't
that.
remember it being. Yeah.
I think I mean, I love the whole album, but I think it's one of the strongest songs on it. Certainly not thrash, but
Yeah.
very, 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 very good. Um, Almost melodic in the chorus,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which from Megadeth, you just, even on the songs that weren't of a thrash nature, you really didn't get that. You could almost hear Elysian Fields being done by a band that has some real lush backing vocals, like gang vocals and shit on it. But,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get that.
it's a great fucking song. I remember the first time I heard that album, that was the song that stood out the most to me. So that's why I made my number two.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Nice.
I do agree with you. That is like Megadeth's hair metal melodic song.
Yeah.
Like that,
Okay.
like they're
All right.
mainstream. That if you want to say like they sold out on this album or this would be the sellout song in my opinion.
Yeah, I could go with that.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. All right, Trevor, you're number two.
Oh, okay. My number two is going to be, we all mentioned it already, Tornado of Souls.
Oh,
Absolutely
okay.
great. It's just the big brother of Lucretia, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Yeah. That's a great
it's
point. Yeah.
it's like almost the same song. Like I said, the solos like go back and forth between Marty and Dave, and just the solos are very similar, in my opinion. Just kind of melodic too. Just as far as the solos go. But yeah, just great song, great a little bit of melodicness to the song as well, and I almost thought I was talking about Lucretia again. So it's so great. They're both so great.
They're both,
But
yeah,
like
those are
it,
good deep tracks. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't. It's a shame that they didn't make a video or anything for Tornado of Souls. I feel like that was a little bit of a missed cue, maybe. Because what they have, Holy Wars and Hangar
You're
18.
18. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might be it.
That's
And
surprising in itself. They only had 2 videos off that album.
it is, but
But
obviously coming
of
off.
all the other songs on there, though, Tornado of Souls is the one that seemingly got a second life as the years went by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they started playing it live, and you would hear in interviews they would discuss the song and almost as if it was revered.
Mm-hmm.
So that was real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great tune.
I, I think they're too to the point maybe why they only got two singles off this album is because you're coming off of So Far So Good So What, and like the they're not Megadeth's not a big name really, you know. And sure, Peace Cells what probably went gold by that point, and you know it's like okay, you know, but they're not like a big name band from me looking back,
No,
you know, from me looking
yeah.
back, it doesn't seem like that would be the case to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna give them four singles off this to make this work, you
Do
know?
Def Leppard release half the album as singles.
Yeah, yes.
Including your favorite Love Bites.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Oh
yeah, we haven't
God.
discussed
I
that.
would love to hear Dave Mustaine singing Love Bites.
When you make love.
All right,
My number two, yeah.
nice. My number two is from the same album. One of my favorite Megadeth songs, Take No Prisoners.
Really?
I
Damn. Okay.
love that fucking song. It's so goddamn awesome. Just the way you got one chance and I infiltrate that whole but at the end when they're like take no prisoners, take no shit, and you're like, fuck yeah. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorites off this album. And of course the little bass fill. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just tasty. But that, yeah, I don't know, something about that song. It's just ballsy. It's not exactly the fastest song on the album, but still, it's just like this is what Megadeth is about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm surprised that that's that high, quite honestly.
Really, that's one
I
of my
mean,
favorite Megadeth songs.
the song has grown on me more over time, but initially, when I first listened to that album, I was like, that song's just okay. You know, like comparing to the rest of the album. But like obviously you like it. That's one of your favorite songs on the album. So
Yeah,
yeah,
easily,
okay. Now,
easily.
being a tasty bass man, Brian, I know you have to love Dawn Patrol.
Oh yeah, that's a
a
tasty one, definitely.
That's awesome. That's an awesome song.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm actually surprised that didn't make my list, to be quite honest with you. Just a 2-minute bass song.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I still got a number one to get to, so spoiler alert. All right. Well, let's see. Number one's top Megadeth song. What you got, Jay?
First Megadeth song I ever heard, Symphony of Destruction.
Really? That was your first?
Yeah, remember, I
Shit.
didn't get into hard rock and metal until around 1990. So at that point, I mean, Megadeth didn't do anything that was mainstream enough to have caught my buddies.
Mhm.
So the first thing I heard was Symphony because that album hit.
Yep. Okay.
So I remember hearing that fucking and I'm like, oh, yes, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
oh, geez, man. That's what started me off on my obsession with Megadeth.
Hmm. I mean, my honorables. That is a great tune. That is a great tune.
Nice.
I like the line, just like the Pied Piper led rats to the streets. Oh, it's so fucking good. But I also
Dance
like
marionettes swaying to the Symphony of Destruction.
But again, that's Megadeth being Megadeth with their political shit and gets message, all that kind of stuff. But I also like Elvison's bass on that during the lyrics, where he's kind of muting the string as he's picking at it, and you get that tick 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 tick. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's so goddamn good the way it's all set up. That's a good song, yeah.
That is probably their most known song, their biggest song, don't you think?
Oh, I would say so.
I'd say Peace Sells, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I think it's right there. I think they're both right there. Known to who though?
that's the thing. Like,
That's the
I feel like
thing.
your normal metal rock, hard rock guy knows. Even like kind of your normie might even heard Symphony of Destruction somewhere
I
along
think
the
they
line.
might have heard Peace Sells too. I think that's up there. I think it's right
Yeah,
there.
depends if you count MTV News.
Well,
with,
why
with
wouldn't you
Peace
then?
Cells.
But then
With
again,
Peace Cells.
when's the last time MTV News was on the air?
Well,
You
yeah, I
know,
get.
that's not even a
When was the
thing
last time
anymore.
true MTV was on the air, Brian?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, back in the
Oh,
day when Kurt Loder was 52, talking to teenagers about the latest music news.
You gotta love an aging hipster, Brian.
Yes, right. Oh God. All right,
What
Trevor, what's your number one?
number one? All right, so this is no one said it yet, and I'm shocked, disappointed, and happy all at the same time. It's because this song deserves to be these two songs. This is actually two-parter here, Brian. These two songs need to be played together. They were made to be played together, and it's a crime when you don't play it together. And that is Hangar 18 and Return to Hangar off of The World Needs a Hero. I do not play Hangar 18 alone. I play it with Return to Hangar. Fucking awesome. The best sequel ever in music. Probably. Like, it picks up right where it left off, but a little bit on a darker, dead tone throughout the song of Return to Hangar. When I first heard this, when I first bought The World Needs a Hero, when I was in like later mid teens or whatever, I knew Rust in Peace. I loved Hangar 18, obviously. And I'm like, no one ever told me about Return to Hangar. Someone's getting shot here, okay?
Yes, I bet you have.
Because, like, why isn't this song talked about when people talk about Hangar 18? It's just as good. And it sounds a little different, yes, but in a very good, along with the story kind of way. It's where, obviously, he returns back to Hangar and everything's fucking destroyed and he's explaining, like, what went on and shit, how the aliens broke out and, like, killed everybody. It makes the song. It makes Hangar 18. Hangar 18 would not be my number one if it wasn't for Return to Hangar. Like, I don't like Hangar 18 as Hangar 18 probably wouldn't even been on this top 10 list if it wasn't for Return to Hangar. But I can't put Return to Hangar at one because it doesn't make sense to someone who doesn't know or hasn't listened to Hangar 18.
Brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Easily the best song off of The World Needs a Hero in 2001, which I actually really like that album. No slight on the album, but if Brian, you heard it, Return to Hangar, haven't you?
Yeah.
No, you haven't you? Don't lie to me.
No. I know of the song, but I just find it hard to think those little puppet aliens from the video from Hangar 18 rose up and killed everybody.
They're the ones that look like the bad guys in Power Rangers. You know?
Yeah, yes, yeah. The big-headed little freak thing. That thing is not. First of all, its own neck would snap from the weight of its head, so it's not doing shit. That's why you're being dissected, dummy.
And that golden guy with little wings, like.
Oh my God, that video's horrendous. It's so goofy. Maybe that's why they didn't make more videos. They spent all the money and the budgeting to make fucking puppet aliens in Hangar 18. They're like, yeah, bro, we're not doing this again.
And I think what is also kind of really cool about Return to Hangar, obviously Marty's not there.
Yeah.
And who came back for The World Needs a Hero? Chris Poland did. The original guitar player.
No kidding, that's right.
So, like, you get some of Chris Poland's
well, yeah,
version
because
of...
Mustaine did all the guitar besides some of the solos, didn't he?
Yeah, because that's around the time he had that surgery, right?
Yeah, that's the album that was supposed to have been a solo album because it had studio guys playing bass and drums.
Okay.
Well, and then Dave came back. Dave Ellefson came back as well. He's on that.
I didn't think he came back until right around when the Big Four tour happened.
No, he came back because he's on the back of the album.
He played on the entire album?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, he's pictured on the album. So,
Well,
I
that
mean,
doesn't mean shit.
I know because
Doesn't
obviously
mean
Fred
shit.
Curry isn't on any of the Cinderella
Exactly.
albums.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
but I mean, it sounds like Dave's playing. So I mean,
Okay.
like I can't. I'm not gonna put 100 grand on it right now to say yeah he's on the album, but it
Fair
sounds
enough.
like it would be him. And everything leads me to believe that it is him. But yeah, it's a great. It's Brian. I don't know a better sequel song or like a two-part song that is this like in metal. Like I don't even think that I can't even think of that many.
Hmm.
To be honest with you, but Dave Mustaine hit it out of the park. What 11 years later, give
Yeah,
or take.
yeah, yeah.
So with a different guitar player as well and drummer even. So yeah, I just this had to have like I said this had to be my number one because whenever one or the other comes on, it gets played both
You gotta
times.
play
Like both
both.
of them, yeah, it doesn't work by itself anymore. Because when Hangar 18 does come on by itself, and I don't really feel like listening to Hangar 18 or Return to Hangar, it gets skipped. It's not like, oh, Hangar 18, no, yeah, it needs to be played both.
I need
Both
the
of
rest
them.
of the story. I need to
Yeah,
know when the
yeah. I'm
puppet
here for
aliens
the
rise
epic.
up.
I'm here for the epic B-rated horror movie,
Yes, there
sci-fi
you
movie.
go. There you go. Attack of
Okay,
the
so
2 foot puppet
I got
aliens.
two album titles mixed up. I'm just looked it up.
Okay.
You're right. Dave Ellison is playing bass on this. The studio musicians were on the next album. I thought,
Oh, Blackmail the Universe.
I thought
Oh,
World
okay.
Needs a Hero was a 2004 album. That's
Okay.
System has failed.
The system, yes, that's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, so I sound like a retard the last hour anyway when I said Blackmail the Universe. That's a song. That's the first song on it. That album, System has failed. But yeah, definitely a fan of those two songs, Hangar 18 and but yeah, Dave, I it sounds like Dave's playing on that album, so that's why I kind of was like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's
him,
Dave.
Jimmy DeGrasso, and Al Pitrelli.
Yes, that's right, because that brings even more jazz in. Because then I think Chris Poland might have actually brought the drummer, help bring the drummer in on The World Needs a Hero because he of his jazz influence. So, and obviously Chris Poland has jazz influence. So,
Hmm.
I just like The World Needs a Hero. That's a really good, just solid album, you know. Not thrash, other than Return to Hangar, but good, good, solid album. Brian, got to check it out again, man.
I'll listen
Play
to it
them
again.
both. Play them
See,
both.
I gotta revisit the 21st century Megadeth again.
Yes, you
It's
do.
been a while. I have to really go back
You're
to
not
it.
living life. You're not
Oh,
living your
sorry. Okay.
You're
Thank
not
you,
living your
Dr. Phil.
thrashiest life.
The thrashiest life. All right, my number one. I am surprised nobody had this song on the list because it is the greatest thrash song ever. But Holy Wars,
Yeah.
Punishment Due. How you don't have this? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you two.
You done messed up, Aaron!
But my God, it is epic from start to finish. And there will not be a time this will come up on my and I won't raise the volume on it. It's just unbelievably goddamn good. And it's like this is my favorite Megadeth album, my favorite Megadeth song, and it's just peak Megadeth right here. I mean, old school Megadeth before they started getting a little more, tone it down, a little different, and whatever. But my God, like the story goes that he supposedly on the tour for Peace Sells But Who's Buying, he was in Ireland and saw a kid, like a teenager, selling shirts, for the cause. And he's like, "Oh, support the cause, buy a t-shirt from this guy." Yeah, well, he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. And it turned out it's all about the Protestants, the Catholics in Ireland hating each other's guts. And the next morning, Elfson comes up to Mustaine and goes, "What the fuck were you thinking last night?" And Mustaine's gonna be blackout drunk. He doesn't remember a goddamn thing. He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "We had to have the police escort us out of the gig because of the shit you said." And he found out later what he was saying just pissed off everybody, doing this. And that's why he has the line, "Fools like me cross the sea and Come to Foreign Lands because he had no fucking clue what he was talking about, what he was doing. But I mean, just that it's got so many parts to it that just fucking it starts off with a killer riff and then slows it down. And then at the ending, after the oh, it's just so goddamn good. It's a fucking epic journey. This
Yeah.
whole song, and yeah, that it's no way this wasn't gonna be my number one.
It's a great song, no doubt.
Yeah.
Great solos all the way through. Great guitar work. Now, Jay, do you know the story of Punishment Due? Isn't that about the Punisher, the superhero or super villain? I guess depending on who you ask.
I am not 100% sure on.
Okay, because
Trying to think of the lyrics if they fit that.
because it kills his wife and his baby, and then they tried to enslave me. Because like the Punisher, his family dies, got killed, and I know I heard that throughout the years, and because I remember I asked you that before, Brian, and you're like, I don't remember that,
I don't
and
remember ever hearing about that.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure I heard that throughout the years, and I was like, oh shit, okay. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest Punisher guy, but that's cool though. Like, you put those two songs together like that, like that are totally different, you know?
But I'm thinking of the lyrics. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it killed my wife and my baby. That's earlier in the song. Where at the end, it's like fill the cracks in with judicial granite. I don't. I'm trying to think of the lyrics that match with the Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't say it, don't mean I ain't fake. Yeah, I don't know if that's next thing you know, they take my thoughts away. I don't know if that really has to do with the Punisher.
Yeah.
I don't think they
I,
brainwashed them.
I know I heard that throughout the years, but like I don't know if it's 100% true, but I that's what I think of when I think of Holy War as the Punisher or Punishment Due.
That's an interesting twist. All of a sudden, you go into fucking rappel down the rocks behind enemy lines. Next thing you know, you're talking about a superhero with guns. That's odd, but okay.
Hey, the song's still great.
Oh, it's so goddamn good. Oh my God, it's a kick ass.
I mean, Brian, I wouldn't have cared if you would have just came here today and said, "Oh, my number one is all of Rest in Peace. My number two is all of Euthanasia.
Yeah,
my,
I mean,
my number
it's-
three is all of Peace Cells. It's awesome. It's hard to pick 10.
I know. Yeah, it is. It really is. What kind of honorables you guys got? Jay, what honorables you have?
Oh boy. I'll start in the beginning and go to more present day.
Oh, you got like 723.
I got a few.
Christ.
The whole catalog, please.
Off Killing Is My Business, Rattlehead,
That's a good
Mechanics,
one.
and Last Rites, Love to Death.
Yes, that piano in the beginning.
Off Peace Cells, Wake Up Dead. One that you guys didn't mention, and I'm surprised. The Conjuring.
That's on my honorables.
And the title track, Peace Cells. Off Rust in Peace. Had Hangar 18, Holy Wars. Off Countdown, Foreclosure of a Dream.
That's a good
This
one.
Was My Life. Skin of My Teeth. Euthanasia is a big one for me. I had The Killing Road, A Tootla Moon, Family Tree, Addicted to Chaos.
That's a good one.
Also off Hidden Treasures, I had 99 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
that's
on
a
Beavis and
great
Butthead.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. Off Cryptic Writings, I also had Almost Honest, Bullprick, Vortex. I had Breadline off Risk. I had Gears of War off United Abominations. And also off Dystopia, I had Poisonous Shadows, Lying in State.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Poisonous Shadows drum. The drumming in that is awesome.
Fuck yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I didn't really come with honorable mentions. I do have a couple from what we were talking earlier, but it's going to be Go to Hell, we mentioned earlier.
That's a good one, yeah.
My Last Words, the last track off of Peace Cells. That fucking bass in that. Oh my God. Like, that was very close to coming to a top 10 here. That's a great way to finish out that album. Also, too, on that album, Black Friday.
That's a good one.
Good Morning. Paint the Devil on the Wall. What the fuck is going on here in this song? Like, when I first heard that album, I'm like, in that song, I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like 12, 13 years old. I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on here? Do I have to do this when I listen to this?
Do I worship
But
Satan now?
so and then also like Foreclosure of a Dream, I think is just an underrated, really well written song.
I'm with you on that one,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I was always into like politics or more so like money stuff, and like obviously it's Foreclosure of a Dream. Like the American dream is in fucking 92, like not in 2018 or 2008. 1992, the American dream was slipping, and even before then for a lot of young people and just people in general. And like Dave Mustaine is just writing a really well written song that was a music video, surprisingly enough, as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I just like how he has George Bush's uh voice in there. Read my lips. I will not raise taxes. Read my lips.
Yes. Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that's everyone. They all will lie to you about that. You just can't pay taxes to pedophiles anymore. That's what we had to do as a nation now.
I guess so. I guess that's just like the founding fathers wanted.
Exactly. Exactly. We slit people's throats on Christmas Eve, Brian, because they wanted to tax just tea for 3%. So now we're getting taxed 50%.
Slit their throats. No, we shot them. They were just too drunk to know what they were doing. Stupid Hessians.
But yeah, so I mean, I could name plenty more off United Abominations and The World Needs a Hero and The System Has Failed. But it's just great. I mean, it's just a great catalog. If you like thrash, if you just like heavy stuff, Dave Mustaine. Sure, it's an acquired taste for his vocals.
I think his
Yes,
voice is perfect for this stuff.
I do too. I do
Yeah.
too. But like, people same with like Davy Vane. It's an acquired taste for their voice. And
Well, and much like his former bandmate James Hetfield,
mhm.
Mustaine's voice got better with age. I mean, you listen to early Metallica, and James sounds like shit. I mean,
Yeah, especially
it
Kill 'Em
took
All.
him
I
a
agree.
while
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get to where he wanted to be. That took Dave the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
I,
I
I
mean,
can I can
remember
see
they're
that.
both guitar players, not singers by trade. So,
That's
Right.
true. That is true.
Yeah, so that's pretty much my honorable mentions. Oh,
Okay.
Dawn Patrol. Dawn Patrol.
Oh, there you
So
go. Yeah.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I could play that anytime.
All right. My first honorable, it was the song that got me into Megadeth. I was like, it's a cover. I'm not going to put it on, but Anarchy in the UK.
Really?
I remember
Damn.
seeing that on MTV at Headbangers Ball and going, this song has somehow a heavier, more attitude than the original somehow. But I remember the video. There was a scene, for some reason, a cartoon chicken is watching TV, gets pissed off at just the whole world and what the country's become, straps on a bunch of guns and starts gunning people down. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Fuck yeah, chicken. But I was like,
I
it's a cover. I'm not gonna. It's better than the Motley Crue version. I'll say that.
well,
Way
yeah.
better.
Yeah, but
Way
I
better.
I will say, Brian, I did forget that was on that album, and now you're making me like it even less.
But the only reason I had it on there, excuse me, is because it got me into Megadeth. That was a song that made me
Right,
go out and
right.
get the album, and I've been giving fans since. I had Rust in Peace Polaris, which is a great
Mm,
one. Reckoning Day, you mentioned, great tune. Black Curtains, I'm surprised no one said that one.
yeah.
That's a good one. Architecture of Aggression. You said Simply the Destruction before, Jay. I always like Captive Honor.
Yes, me
I,
too. Me
that's a
too.
great one. I always like when he goes to jail and the guy's like, "Your soul better belong to Jesus because your ass belongs to me." It's
Yeah.
fuck yeah. And then I had The Conjuring. The Conjuring's a great one too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that rounds out my honorables.
Let me add one more for people that like Sweating Bullets. There's a song on The World Needs a Hero, and it's called Dread the Fugitive Mind. It's just like a modern version of Sweating Bullets. It's awesome.
Mm,
Like really, really cool. So I'll throw that one on there too, since no one mentioned it. So
nice, nice. All right. Well, that's our lists for the top Megadeth songs, at least our favorites.
mhm.
Jay, why don't you tell the good folks where they can find you at?
well, find me Instagram, find me on Facebook, find me on X/Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Find me in my corner of this basement. Find me fucking everywhere.
Nice. Trevor, why don't you plug your shit?
All right, you can find me on the Crash Course Metal Show. We talk all hair metal, thrash metal. We talk all metal, definitely. So, love having you guys on this show as well. I love being here. Thank you for having me.
No
And
problem.
yeah, I love talking about Megadeth. They are one of my probably my favorite thrash metal band as well, and just awesome. Thanks again for having me on, brother.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for coming on. Yeah, it means a lot.
Always a pleasure, brother. Always
Yeah,
a
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. All right, let me go through all my shit. You can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at HB Basement. Always talking music there. And download the Station Head app to hear deep hair metal tracks every Friday at 8:30 Eastern. That's PM. And I'll say it again. Thanks a lot, guys. Let me go through my usual YouTube shit. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, or go to hell. And until the next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really.